Yo, yo, yo. What's up, guys? Happy Monday. Welcome back to our live stream here on Twitch. I am your humble host, Phantom Freak, aka Moistmaster Flex. Welcome back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Monday. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Hope you guys had a good Monday and start to your week. Yeah, I certainly did. What did I do this weekend? I honestly didn't do much besides wrapped up some tunes, wrapped up a remix compilation. We have a remix compilation coming out on Thick Freakness next month. And what else? Yeah, just working on some solo tunes for this year. Um, yeah, lots of really cool stuff. Um, and then lots of family time this weekend. Let's look at our tunes here. Gothic. Actually, as a matter of fact, we have a Gothic remix compilation coming out this Friday. I don't think they actually officially announced it, but I posted it on my story on Instagram. If you guys want to check it out, there's 5 remixes. Tubalo, Adame Twins, Andrew Lux, Nightshade, and Occult. Yeah, lots of really dope remixes there. Definitely go check that out. We got Listen from Dare80 and Dutch Dennis. We got Praise the Lord from myself and Disco. That's for free download on SoundCloud. Need You from Tubalo. We got The Best of 2025. A really thick one there. We got Mabu Dub, free download on Garage Shared. We have my last release of last year, Feel No Way with Arab Mark and Dread MC. And then Ascension, which is my first release of this year. Yep, and then like I said, we have a remix compilation coming out on Bite This Friday. And then next week, following week on the 23rd, I have another original coming out with Rhiannon Rose on Garage Shared. I don't have the fan link for that one yet, but I do have the artwork, but I'll post that up probably in like about, I don't know, like a week. Probably post it next week. Any hoops, we got 2 shows coming up here in LA. In about 2 weeks, we have our monthly after hours. So if you're in LA, come through. We got Candle, Dare80, myself, Lady Meow, Siren, and Smile. It's from midnight to 5 a.m. on Saturday the 24th. And then the following weekend, we're doing the first of many. This is actually a new series, Garage Freaks. It's going to be all garage all night. It's at Chuck Shadow, myself, Dare80, Dutch Dennis going back to back, Rhiannon Rose, and Cruz. Those that's actually just a ticketed event. Oh, how convenient. The link just posted in the chat. Yeah, that's a ticketed event only, but it's super cheap. It's only $5. So yeah, come through, come support, listen to some garage and some thick beats. And then lastly, our sponsor, Eargasm earplugs. If you guys need earplugs for shows, go grab them at eargasm.com. Use the code Phantom10 for 10% off. Hell yeah. All right. Let me just load up a couple more tracks. I just got a couple more that got added. It's pretty decent sized queue today so far. Yeah, so for those of you who've been here before, you guys know the deal. I take these tracks, as far as the queue goes, I take these tracks first come, first serve on the Google form, which is where you guys submit. Preferably SoundCloud, private SoundCloud or Dropbox, unreleased music, not already signed stuff. Any genre is welcome. You have to be in the chat when I call your name. And if for any reason you want to skip the line, you want to jump the line, you can either use your channel points or send money to the bottom left there, where it says skip the line, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. Those are all options for you, and the amount is entirely up to you. All right, I'm going to go ahead and name the queue here. Yo, what's up, Nix? Nykthos. We got Nykthos up first. After that, Mikey the Kid, Misguided, Wally, DJ Mercury, Daddy JP, Smile, Criminal Agent, Miss Call, and Swell Times. And I'll add new submissions as they come in. But yeah, that's where we're at with the queue. And again, if you guys want to skip the line, you guys can definitely do that. Oh, we already got a skip from Landon. Miss Call. That was quick. All right, we'll do Miss Call first, and then we'll dive into Nykthos. Let's do it. Nice one. Yeah, Collective Unknown, you have to resubmit your link because you put the Google form link inside the Google form. um, let's see what the chat has to say about this tune. I feel like I'm in the jungle chasing a lion. Nice. Yeah, I can see that. Very jungly style of percussive sort of stuff going on. DJ Mikey the Kid. Okay, this is a banger. Thank you. Feel like the first kick could do with a notch on the 100 hertz range to allow sub 100 to breathe a bit more. Banger. Pretty dope. Yes, indeed. I absolutely agree. This is a fucking banger. Overall, very solid intro. Love the horns. Overall, just like really nice sound selection. Especially with that vocal, very classic, very iconic style vocal. Really dope drums. Super, super clean mix down. Really, really great job in the mix down, honestly. Very nice energy in the build. Very nice tension there. With the really good payoff on the drop. I put here really great job introducing the bass line in the build. So it kind of gives some nice anticipation to the listener. Really nice low end in the drop. Nice variations. Really nice ear candy. Very solid flow to the arrangement overall. Basically just from start to finish. Love the groove. Really nice percussion. Honestly, I don't have a bad thing to say about this at all. If I had to be picky, I mean, the only thing I would probably mention is that your second drop looks substantially longer than your first drop. This first drop looks like it's probably only about... I can't do math in my head right now. 24 bars. As opposed to the second drop, which looks like it's probably in the realm of like 32 plus, probably about 48. So yeah, there's basically almost double of the first drop. But I mean, reality is it sounds good regardless. Yeah, I really don't think you need to change anything. It sounds fantastic. I mean, this is definitely playable. I could definitely hear this being played out live. So, honestly, I got nothing for you. Great job. Good job, Miss Call. Hell yeah. Beep boop boop. All right, you can get out of here. Go get dinner. Okay. Nice. I mean, that totally makes sense. That totally makes sense to me. I really didn't feel like it was like it sounded weird or anything like it was loopy. I mean, it was just more like a visual thing. I noticed just from the waveform, really. Yeah, good job, Miss Call. Do we have Nikthos? Nikthos in the chat. All right, we got Collective Unknowns link, and that works. Okay. All right, Nikthos is here. Let's dive into this tune. Nice. Yeah, I'm loving this bass line. It's super sick. I'm definitely a big fan of the M1 organ. I tend to use it pretty frequently in my own tracks. It's definitely pretty typical of like deep house, and I use it a lot more for like garage and stuff. But um, yeah, such an iconic sort of sound. Yeah, I really like this idea. Let's see what the chat has to say first. Doop a doop a doop a doop a doop. Um, some crashes can fill it out a progressive flow. I definitely agree with that. I think crashes would be nice at the end of phrases or like at transitional areas. That would definitely be a smart thing to do. Would maybe look at Fortet for a reference track. I definitely agree with that. Yeah, I think using reference tracks is always a great idea. It'll kind of give you like a an idea of like basically like arrangement, mix down, kind of even give you some like artistic creative ideas to like of stuff to like add or take away even sometimes. But yeah, that's definitely a good idea. I needed that. A crash would be very useful. I've been kind of stuck on the last instrument. Can imagine more percussion. It's a solid idea. Taking notes. Help fill out what's missing. Some ear candy. Yeah. It could definitely use some additional layers. Yeah. Because I mean, it's very basic, but basic's not always a bad thing. I think it definitely has a lot of the elements that it absolutely needs. You got your sub, bass line, kick, and hats primarily like in the drop sections, and then you have some other like leads and arpeggios and like that kind of stuff going on over top. All that is fantastic. But I think to kind of like keep the energy and the flow kind of moving forward, definitely need some sort of like snare or clap, um, as well as some additional hats. I mean, it's always nice to have, I think primarily you're kind of using more of like a shaker in here, which definitely is a good. I think it's a good move. But also having some sort of like closed hat, open hat, or rides. Rides are definitely like a good move. But let me go to my notes here. Really nice lead in the intro. Actually, I think a lot of your like synth and sound selection is actually really well done. I really like the delay, the processing on that stuff. Very solid kick. Although I wanted that kick to kind of have a little bit more punch and power um, throughout the entire track. Um, and I think one of the main things here is that the mix definitely needs a little bit of work. I think it's a really quick and easy fix. But anyways, the sub is really nice, but it kind of drowns out your kick. So you definitely need a strong side chain, so that your kick can kind of bypass your sub. The drop is very nice. Really like the idea there, but again, the kick kind of gets drowned out by the sub. So definitely put in a side chain so that your kick can kind of punch through. I would probably add some saturation to that kick too, so it has a little bit more power. I love the bass line, the mid bass, that M1 organ kind of stuff going on. I put here. I'd like to hear a snap, a snare or a clap, in the drum beat. Really digging the shaker that you got going on, but also I would like to hear some hats too. Nice change up on the lead about midway through the track. That's a very good job on adding in variations. Yeah, and that's pretty much about as much as I got. But I do agree with Mikey, that having a reference would be fantastic. I think that would be a really good idea to kind of like get keyed in on arrangement stuff, ear candy stuff, layers, drum changes, and then just like overall, just like arrangement from like your intro build, drop, back to a second break, and then back to another build and another drop. Um, yeah, I think overall it's a very solid idea though, and it really just needs a little bit more development. But it's definitely like a very strong foundation that you got so far. Hell yeah, good job, Niktos. Nice one. Oh right, we got a skip. Yeah, no problem. We got a skip from Collective Unknown. It's Collective Unknown here. Yo. All right. Nice. Feels definitely like a throwback, almost like an '80s throwback. But really, I mean, that's like a lot of indie music. Kind of has that kind of nostalgic sort of vibe to it. It's really cool. Um, I don't know what it reminds me of. Kind of gives me like this feeling from like a movie, but I just can't put my finger on it. But yeah, let's go to the chat here. I didn't mean to send with vocals on it. Original vocals still very much working that out. They are fire. Also think there's some layers missing. Yep, there's a big guitar layer missing. Like a body break commercial. Oh, wait, do you guys have an ad right now? Do do do. I got turbo. Oh, okay. So you don't have any ads. All right. Yeah. Definitely has like a nostalgic 80s sort of vibe to it. Very nice intro. Honestly, I was not expecting the beat when it first came in, because like you kind of had like this very kind of mellow kind of pad going down, and I was like, where is this going? Like it didn't really have any indication of where it was gonna head or anything. And then once the beat came in, I was like, oh, okay, all right, we're doing this right now. It's like kind of like indie-ish sort of vibe. Very nice swing, really nice drums. I really dig a lot of the sound selection and sound design. I did put here that some of the synths feel a touch dry. So I probably would add like a little bit of reverb to a lot more of your synths and layers. I put here very nice vocals, but they're a bit hard to hear. It might just be where they're sitting, both in the mix and in the spectrum too, because I think they're a lot more like mid low heavy as opposed to being a little bit more high heavy. So they probably just need some more processing, some compression, some saturation, some reverb, just to kind of just bring them up a little bit more, kind of like brighten them up and get them to stand out a little bit more. You might even consider also some dynamic EQing, just so that the vocals kind of pop through a lot of the other synths and sounds you got going on here. And I mean, the vocals don't really stay in the track that long. I don't know kind of what the vision is here, if you're gonna kind of have this vocal be in the track the entire time, but yeah, that would be a good idea if it's just in that little break section. It would be a good idea to have a dynamic EQ it there anyways, just so it cuts through. But if you're gonna put it through the entire track, I would definitely keep a dynamic EQ going through the entire track, just so that the vocal kind of cuts through the mix. I put here very nice additional layers and leads. There's a bunch of like nice variations that kind of come through the rest of the track and the arrangement. I really dig the arrangement overall. You definitely do a good job of keeping things interesting and flowing by adding in variations and layers. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you still have some layers missing and some stuff that needs to be developed further, but I think overall as an idea, I really dig it. Yeah, my only main piece of feedback is obviously bring out those vocals some more, but definitely finish filling this out and develop it further, because it's already sounding really cool. I'm really digging the direction. There's more. Those were just the ones that I left in. Oh, okay, for sure. Yeah, I mean, it sounded great so far. Excuse me. Yeah, it sounded great so far. Good job, Collective Unknown. Hell yeah. All right. Yeah, no problem, man. We got Mikey the Kid. Mikey the Kid, Misguided, Wally, DJ Mercury, Daddy JP, Smile, Criminal Agent, and then Swell Times. Mikey the Kid, are you in the chat? Ad for 30. Okay. We will wait. Ugh. Okay, you're good. All right, let's give it a listen.
Flow like a melody, maybe flow like water. A stream that steadily has balance and a good posture. Be wander on every climb to your horizon is something I've never minded. I had confided. I'm just going with the flow of this life I was given. I'm smooth like H2O, I'm on a lake drifting. And they can say different, but I stay dripping. And I stay lifted bar like I'm Blake Griffin. And I'm made different, and I stay sipping. And they stay tripping, cause the way I flow with it. Flow, 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 flow. Flow like water. Flow, 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 flow like water. Flow, 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 flow like water. Flow, 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 flow like water. I'm just going with the flow of this life I was given. I'm smooth like H2O, I'm on a lake drifting. And they can say different, but I stay dripping. And I stay lifted bar like I'm Blake Griffin. And I'm made different, and I stay sipping. And they stay tripping, cause the way I flow with it, yeah. Yeah, yeah, flow, 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 flow like water. Flow, 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 flow like water. Flow, 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 flow like water. Flow, 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 flow like water. Flow like a melody, maybe flow like water. Flow like a melody, maybe flow like water.
Whoop whoop. Nice. Yeah, super dope. Really cool kind of dubstep-y sort of vibes. Yeah, and I like that it has an original vocal too. Always a big fan of original vocals. Nice intro. The vocal is dope, but it definitely needs some more reverb. It's way too dry. And it's very forward too. So it's pretty much mostly what you hear in the entire mix. So yeah, I think a big thing here is that the mix down definitely needs some balancing out. I think the vocal could probably come down a bit, and then a lot of the other elements, especially the sub and the mid bass, definitely need to come up. That flute's actually at a really nice level. But yeah, I think especially the sub and the mid bass need to come up. Back to the intro. Yeah, I think the vocal could use some reverb, maybe some auto filtering too, to kind of just like slowly introduce it. Because I think the fact that it's so dry and forward, I think you need to kind of just like slowly introduce it to the listener, with some auto filtering before like the full phrase comes in. Very nice kick. The kick is fantastic. I really dig that snare too. It's very snappy. Definitely feels appropriate for this genre. I might also add a smidge of reverb to that too, just a smidge. I put here the vocal falls off the rhythm a bit in the intro build section, so really I think you just kind of need to warp the vocal a little bit in Ableton just so that it kind of sits and falls on your beat, on your tempo. And that should be kind of like a quick and easy fix. It'll be kind of tedious to do it, but it'll be a quick and easy fix to do that. All right. Do. Okay. I got your skip. We'll put you up next. Mercury, DJ Mercury. Very nice drop. I really dig the drop. But the vocal is very forward compared to the rest of the elements. So boost up the sub and the mid bass. Give us a little bit more of that, and then kind of bring the vocal down a smidge, maybe about 2 to 3 dB. I don't know. Just you're gonna have to kind of play around with it. Just balance out that mid bass and sub with the vocal, and just make sure that we're getting a little bit more mid bass than vocal. You could even do like a little call response type of thing. It sounds like you're kind of already doing that, but yeah, just make sure that we're getting a little bit more mid bass. Overall solid arrangement. No issues with that. I think he did a good job with variations and stuff. I probably would have put in some more like fills and like transition stuff. So like kind of like risers and that kind of thing. But I do like that you have a lot of like kind of exhaust, white noise kind of thing between sections. So I think that's a good job. And I really dig the change up on the second drop. You went from like kind of like this dubstepy kind of vibe and rhythm to like a kind of 4x4 UKG thing, which is really dope. I really dig that kind of switch up. But yeah, that's about all I got for you, Mikey. Lots of really cool stuff here. Primarily, yeah, just some like tweaks to the mix down and some more processing, and I think it'll be even better. Hell yeah. All right, and then DJ Mercury, where are you? DJ Mercury. Okay. That's how you know you have a good melody. That little flute is stuck in my head. All right. DJ Mercury, let's do it.
Rising away, it's going off, 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 going off. Rising away, it's going off. Live on stage when the whole team drops. Rising away, rising away, it's going off, 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 going off. Rising away, it's going off. Live on stage when the whole team drops. Give me drop this bar. Rising away, it's going off. Live on stage when the whole team drops. It's going off. Rising away, it's going off. Live on stage when the whole team drops. It's going off, 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 going off. Riding away, it's going off. Live on stage when the whole team drops. It's going off, 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 going off. Riding away, it's going off. Live on stage when the whole team drops. Riding away, riding away. It's going off, going off, going off, going off, going off, going off. Riding away, it's going off. Live on stage when the whole team drops. Give me drop this bar. Riding away, it's going off. Live on stage when the whole team drops. Give me drop this bar. Give me drop this bar. It's going off. Riding away, it's going off. Live on stage when the whole team drops. Give me drop this bar. Give me drop this bar. It's going off. Riding away, it's going off. Live on stage when the whole team drops.
Nice. Dude, really digging the vibes here, really digging the groove here. Very solid bass line. The vocal works really well here too. Strong start to the track. Dope fake out. Okay. My notes here. Really nice kick and drums. Overall, very solid sound selection. Yes, really good job on that. Really nice bass line and groove overall. Main piece of feedback here is the vocal is dope, but it's way too loud in the mix. Just way too loud. I would probably bring it down about 4 dB, maybe even more. Probably play around with it to see where you can bring it down and it still kind of stands out, because right now it's just way too loud. It basically just like hogs up the entire spotlight. Obviously, like, you want your vocal to stand out. It's your hook. It's kind of like the main character here, but right now it's like all the way up here, and the rest of your mix is kind of like right here. So we need a little bit more balancing out. So the vocal's just kind of sitting above, slightly above the rest of the elements. Yeah. I do like the processing on the vocal though. I think it's really well done. The arrangement here is super solid. Really nice flow from start to finish. Very nice variations and change-ups. Very nice transitions. Overall, like, very good job with the energy and the tension and the build-ups. The payoff was fantastic both times. You did like a little fake out for both the first and second drop. I love the additional mid bass. You start off with kind of like a more like kind of groovy sub bass, but in the drops you kind of bring like this more wompy kind of bass house sort of bass line in, which is really dope. I really dig. It's kind of almost like a call response. You kind of get like the vocal going against that mid bass, and I think that works really well. Nice bassline variations. Again, super solid arrangement. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I think the main thing here is just that the vocal just needs to come down. Yeah. Good job, DJ Mercury. That was a banger. Hell yeah. All right. Let's keep it moving forward. We got Misguided, we got Longboy, we got Daddy JP, we got Smile, we got Criminal Agent, we got Swell Times, and Drug Knox. Misguided. It's Misguided here. I didn't see Misguided in the chat earlier. He might not be here. Hello, Governor. Misguided. Misguided going once. Misguided. Misguided going twice. Okay, I don't think Misguided is here. Longboy. Longboy, you arrived just in time. You still here, Longboy? Longboy, aka Wally. Yes, sir. Dude, I like. When I first loaded up your track, I immediately noticed a picture here. Me vibe into my own playlist, knowing it's Phantom Freak who gave it the all clear. That's funny. All right, Longboy Clutch. Let's do it.
You smart till you don't it. Do bait, let's keep it hush. Be calm, don't need to rush. Don't need to do too much. I think come in clutch. Do bait, let's keep it hush. Be calm, don't need to rush. Don't need to do too much. I think come in clutch. Do bait, let's keep it hush. Do bait, let's keep it hush. Come in clutch, come in clutch, come in clutch, come in clutch, 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 clutch.
Boy.
Yeah, too big, let's keep it hush. We can't, no need to rush. No need to do too much. My team coming clutch. Keep it hush. Too much. My team coming clutch. Too much. My team coming clutch. Too big, let's keep it hush. We can't, no need to rush. You smart till you don't it. Too big, let's keep it hush. We can't, no need to rush. Don't need to do too much. My team coming clutch. Too big, let's keep it hush. We can't, no need to rush. Don't need to do too much. My team coming clutch. Too big, let's keep it hush. Too big, let's keep it hush. Coming clutch, coming clutch, coming clutch, coming clutch, 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 clutch.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. We can't, no need to rush. My team coming clutch. Keep it hush. Too much. My team coming clutch. Too much. My team coming clutch. Too big, let's keep it hush. We can't, no need to rush.
Nice. Yeah, really, really dope kind of groove and swing here. Really nice vocal, and yeah, really dope sound design. Nice intro. I really dig the kind of time stretching that you started this with. The vocal's very sick. I actually really like how you mix the vocal, but also the processing on that vocal. The vocal's kind of sitting in the back, even though normally, like, I think with like most tunes, you kind of want that vocal to kind of sit forward. I actually kind of liked it how it was kind of in the back, almost like it was like it sounded like you were talking to somebody on the phone, but they were like on speakerphone and they're probably like on the other side of the room. But it sounds cool. Like it has like this really kind of cool kind of quality and effect to it, which is really dope. The sub is very nice in that intro. You kind of have like this kind of like sub build. I think you did a good job with adding tension and energy in that build as well. The drop is sick. I love the sound design. Really nice groove and swing. Again, I like how the vocal kind of sits in the back. I put here, I think the sub definitely needs a boost. I do like the feel and the vibe of the sub. I just feel like it kind of needs to rumble a little bit more. Especially compared to your mid bass, because I do feel like the mid bass is very forward and front and center, which isn't a bad thing. I think it's really nice, but I think to compensate, the sub kind of needs to back it up and kind of be boosted, so you kind of feel a little bit more of that sub underneath that mid bass. Really nice changes in the sound design. Good job with the variations. Really solid kick and snare. I put here the mid basses could probably use a smidge of reverb. They are a bit dry. Really nice vocal ear candies. You got that ah boy. And then what was the other one? It was a girl leaving the voicemail. It's like sorry, Mr. Call, da, 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 and she's like crying or something to her like ex-boyfriend or something. Yeah, really nice use of memes. I'm a really big fan of like adding in like little memes into tracks. It's a nice little, kind of makes it fun for you when you're producing, you know, because it's kind of like tongue in cheek, and like when you play those tracks out live, you're like, haha, like kind of like an inside joke to yourself, you know. But yeah, really dig the vibes. The overall arrangement's very solid here. I wouldn't change a thing about the arrangement. Really, all my feedback is primarily mix down stuff. Primarily, we need a thicker sub, or basically just a little boost to that sub. I think the sub you picked is actually fine. It just needs to be boosted. And a smidge of reverb on the mid basses, just so that they kind of have a little bit of depth. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had. Everything else sounds fantastic here. Good job. Good job. Longboy. Hell yeah. Yeah, my my house group chat just texted me. Guess there's some sort of anyways, what happened to my group chat? That's very strange. Anyways, boo 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 boo. Sorry, I'm getting distracted here. All right, next up we have Daddy JP. Is Daddy JP here? Yow. All right. All right, let's get in this. Yeah, that's sick, man. I really love the groove here. And the vocal really adds like this nice like kind of spice and energy to it. Yeah, really dope idea. I really dig this. Um, let's dive into my notes here. Well, let's see what the. Oh, you got an ad. Okay, actually, that's kind of perfect because I have to go pee. Let's do it. I'll be right back. Once I'm back, we'll dive into this tune. All right. Daddy JP, is your ad done? Ugh. Yo, what's up, Adams Avenue? Thanks for the raid. We're just listening to some tunes here. Actually, we just listened to a tune. And I'm about to give feedback. Yeah, Daddy JP, really dope tune here. Really nice drums. I really dig a lot of the sounds you picked here. Kick snare, hats, little side snare. Yeah, really cool. Really nice low end. I really love the sub here. Very solid bassline groove. Really cool ear candy stuff all around. The vocals very dope. I mean, I put here it's a bit hard to understand with the effects on it, but I think that's kind of by design. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. It's kind of more of like a rhythmic kind of vocal as opposed to kind of like a melodic kind of vocal. So I think it kind of works for what you're trying to accomplish here. Very solid energy and tension in the builds. Solid drop. I think you did a really good job with adding in variations and ear candies to kind of keep this whole thing very interesting, kind of keep the energy and the momentum moving forward. I also like that there's like 3 different drops here, which is really cool. Was definitely not expecting that, but I guess, you know, in retrospect, looking at it and seeing that it's a 5-minute track, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, mostly like typical kind of house tracks nowadays are like 3:30, maybe 4 minutes at most. Sometimes some people even go as low as like 2 minutes 30 seconds. In the age of low attention spans, yeah, people tend to write a lot quicker type of tunes, just to kind of grab your attention. But I think this track does a really good job of kind of keeping things interesting, adding in variation so that it doesn't get like loopy or boring in the least bit. So yeah, I think you did a really good job with that. Very nice change up on the second drop. And I guess my only piece of feedback here is maybe this is more of like an artistic or like a opinion. Definitely a subjective, not an objective opinion. I put here, part of me feels like it gets a little bit busy in the drop sections because you have like a lot of like strong percussive elements. But then there's also like a lot of like additional like synths and ear candy stuff. So I think in a way you kind of need to prioritize just in the drops because you have that kind of like one little kind of like it sounds like almost like a pipe, bam bam. But there's a lot of reverb on it, so it kind of like just like rings out. And it's not. I don't think it's a bad element. I don't think you need to get rid of it entirely. But I probably would just use it a little bit more sparingly in the drops. I think it's a really good element to kind of keep in, say, like the intro, the break, the build. But I think in the drop, you might want to try using it a little bit more sparingly, just so that a lot of the other elements don't kind of like fight with it because it does kind of like catch your attention, and it kind of pulls your attention away from a lot of the other kind of really cool stuff that's going on with the vocal, and then some of the other like synths and melodic elements. So that's really the only main piece of feedback that I have, is that maybe in some instances it does get a little bit busy. But overall I do generally like the variations, the sound selection, the ear candy, and all that stuff. Dude, my house chat is like blowing up. I don't know what the fuck these guys are on right now. Oh Jesus, sweet baby Jesus. But yeah, good job, Daddy JP. Really dope idea here. Hell yeah. Did we get... Oh, we didn't get another skip. We got a skip from Swell. Yeah, no problem, man. All right. Let me see if I got any other submissions. Let me just check real quick. All right, we got one additional from Zasher. Okay, so we got Swell Times up next. After that, we got Smile, Criminal Agent, Drug Knox, and Zasher. All right. Swell Times. Let's dive in. Nice, dude. I agree. Very hard. Hard AF. Sound design plus S tier. I agree. Mean tune today. Yeah, dude. This was a fucking banger, man. Really cool intro. Almost feels like it's cinematic, like kind of almost like you're in the periphery and then you kind of hear like a phone ringing. But kind of like not like in a horror movie, more of like in a action thriller, you know? Yeah, that's kind of the vibes I'm getting. Yeah, really sick low end and reverb in that kind of break build section. Nice build section, but I feel like it could probably use a little bit more tension. Right around here, right before the drop comes in, because it almost feels like there's like a fake drop, but then I was like, okay, this can't be the drop because there's not enough like sub in here to constitute a drop. So it was really just an extension of the build. So that's exactly why I'm saying I think the build needs more tension, because I was kind of faked out right here, but it was a pretty long fake out. So I don't know. It didn't signal to me that the buildup was going on or that the drop was coming. So really, that's primarily, I think it's like my primary piece of feedback is that we need some more tension going into that first drop. I do like it as an idea. I think you just need to add in some other elements there just to kind of keep it tense and building up the energy. But the drop is fucking fantastic. Love the low end, love the swing. Really nice panning on those mid basses. You can kind of feel it go over to the sides and then come back in the center. Sound design is fantastic. Very clean mix. Everything feels like definitely like it's in its right place. Nothing felt like it was like overlapping with each other. Very clean. Very solid variations and change ups. Very nice transitions. Overall, very solid arrangements. And then nice change up on the second drop as well. Definitely did a good job of keeping things interesting and keeping me like definitely like engaged. So yeah, really my only piece of feedback. Everything here is fantastic. I think that first build up just needs a little bit more tension, and this is golden. It's good to go. Hell yeah. Good job, swell times. Fantastic tune today. Hell yeah. All right. No problem, man. Do we have Smile in the chat? Young Smile in the chat. Yo. All right. Let's dive into this tune.
I remember his hands and the way the mountains looked. The light shed diamonds from his eyes. Hungry for life, thirsty for distance. I remember his head.
Nice. That was just fantastic. I'm a big fan of Sade, so, and I'm a big fan of UKG. So this is like a twofer for me. Um, Excellent intro and vocal. Love the processing on that vocal as well. Definitely has some nice depth and space to it. I've never heard this version of this tune, but it is fantastic. The vocal delivery is lovely. Um, Nice drums overall. Very great job on the drum sound selection. Very nice build up. Very sick drop. Very solid groove throughout. Solid sound selection and sound design. Really nice variations and ear candy. I love the fills. There's lots of like random like jumps and um, like little pauses, but they don't feel like they're very like they don't feel like they jerk you around or anything. It kind of just it flows very nicely. I feel like everything definitely is intentional and it definitely has like a space and place here, which is really nice. Nice. Yeah, solid arrangement. It had a really nice flow from start to finish. Um, quite frankly, this is fantastic. It sounds like it's done. I imagine you're probably gonna release this as a free download, which is probably the move. I think you'll probably get some really solid downloads from it. Um, yeah, I think that's probably the move. Hyped it, yeah. Hyped it is the way to go. I do that with a lot of free downloads, actually. It's definitely helped boost my both the label and myself. Hell yeah, good job to Smile. I will probably see you. I will see you in about 2 weeks here in LA. Hell yeah. Well done, very well done, June. All right. All right. Do we have Criminal Agent? Guess it's time for noise. Yes, we do. We do have Criminal Agent. Okay, Criminal Agent, Drug Knox, and then Zasher after that. Let's give this a listen.
Unleash the fire, I'm lighting the fuse. Feel the earth shake, fuck it, no excuse. Shockwave coming, sound in your chest. Blood on the floor, who's next on the quest? Drop it hard, make it shake, it's a fucking earthquake. Chaos in my mind, nothing to lose. Devil in my veins, no time to choose. Fracture the system, rip it apart. Running these streets, violence is my heart. Unleash the fire, I'm lighting the fuse. Feel the earth shake, fuck it, no excuse. Shockwave coming, it's pounding your chest. Blood on the floor, who's next on the quest? Chaos in my mind, nothing to lose. Devil in my veins, no time to choose. Fraction the system, rip it apart. Drop it hard, make it shake, it's a fucking earthquake. Unleash the fire, I'm lighting the fuse. Feel the earth shake. Feel the earth shake. Fucking no excuse. Shockwave coming, it's pounding your chest. Blood on the floor, who's next on the quest? Drop it hard, make it shake, it's a fucking earthquake!
Fucking banger. Fucking loud, dude. The reality is I don't have a point of reference for whatever genre or style this is. So it's kind of hard for me to give constructive feedback, to be quite honest. Um, it's definitely loud. I will say that, and I do actually really like that vocal. The vocal is really cool. Um, so I can't really speak to the actual the ins and outs of the genre, unfortunately. I think with my best recommendation for that is to kind of just use like reference tracks from artists that you kind of like really enjoy and like look up to, and just like follow their lead on like arrangement and mixing and that kind of stuff. But I'm just gonna kind of speak from just a very objective kind of musical standpoint. Very nice vocal. I really dig the vocal. There's this scratch, kind of like a kind of like scratch in the intro that's kind of mixed very loud. Especially compared with like the vocal. The vocal kind of sits right here. Actually, the vocal's at a very nice volume, but there's just like this scratch that comes in, and it's extremely loud comparably. Little that's extremely loud. So that I think that kind of needs to be pulled back, probably like a solid like 4 to 5 dB. I don't think it needs to be that loud. I put here the hardcore kicks are loud in the drop and cover up the vocal. Again, I don't, as far as the genre goes and how stuff is mixed, I don't know how it's typically done. But I will say that if you are gonna put vocals in your drop sections, you're gonna have to make some sort of concessions. I guess is the best way to concessions, just so that the vocal is at least kind of audible. Because right now, like in the drop sections, the vocal is entirely inaudible. I can hear it, like it's underneath there, but it's basically just being weighed down by these massive kicks. So it's almost like it's like inconsequential to even have them there in the first place. It's probably a thing that you probably want to just keep for the breakdowns, and the build-up sections, as opposed to putting them into the drops, because it's almost like it's irrelevant to have them there. In this first break section, you start with the kick, and then you go in with like this synth, but the snare that you have in here falls off rhythm. It's not following a nice rhythmic pattern. So it almost like kind of throws you off a bit. So yeah, just I would just be mindful of that. Kind of get those snares kind of locked in on a very solid kind of rhythmic pattern. So it keeps the listener kind of engaged. And then again, I put here, same goes for the hardstyle kicks in the second drop. They cover up the vocal. So again, I might even just pull the vocal out of the drop sections and just keep them, in the break build sections. And then again, yeah, I would definitely look at some reference tracks just to get an idea of kind of arrangement, mix down, sound selection, that kind of stuff. Only because I have no fucking clue about this genre at all. But yeah, good job, Criminal Agent. Hell yeah. Woo! All right. Getting close to the end here. Do we got Drug Knocks? No problem. Yo, I'm here. My track is a dark trap song, if that's alright. Yeah, there's no genre, no genre. We're not genre specific here. All genres are welcome. What's up? Psst, 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 psst.
about to hype it crunk. And for your boy, if it's a motherfucking jump, just let me call my niggas.
Standing out and don't you bitch, I'm coming for the funds. I can never understand what you bitches really on. I've been puffing on that strong, getting fucked up. I'm like that, you bitches make me sick. You pussies probably never bite that better. Get your fucking life back. I've been fucked up since a kid, like where my life at. Been living life on drugs, I ain't never wanna fight that. Been trying to find a way to get my motherfucking life back. And watch it fade away, I can never get my life back. I'm mental in the game, got me feeling so insane. Yo, I'm feeling all this pain, baby, let me fade away. I can never feel the same ever since I got this name. Like how much more can I take before I throw this life away? Yo, bitch, I'm fucking burning up my body from these toxins. I had to keep it pushing, I ain't never had no options. You live that life on caution, guess you really have no option. Living life up on the edge, every day I cannot stop it.
Crowd up at a trip. This life that I'll dip is just one you get quit. Ready for when it got flipped. The bodies they dropping, no stopping. You play your boss, I'm about to get the stomping. Under the weapons till you to heaven if you got a problem. Fuck a leap of faith, I'm always in the other column. I've been cursed on this earth like I'm one of the fallen. I'ma show you what you're worth and leave your body rotten. Bullets that penetrate from all those who infiltrate. So that it's getting straight, send you off like Heaven's Gate. Nightmare taking shape, infecting all inside you made. You try to run, you try to hide, but it is too late. Your bosses ain't nothing but artificial. It'll be my pleasure if you wanna meet my pistol. Your bosses ain't nothing but artificial. It'll be my pleasure if you wanna meet my pistol.
So
Sick. No, it's not too late. I could probably do one more. Yeah, this is fucking fantastic. Greasy. Yeah, this is absolutely fantastic. From start to finish. Very nice low end. Really good job on the drums. Very solid swing and groove here. The vocal is amazing. Both the first and the second vocal. I think like there's a lot of like really nice layers and processing. It definitely has like this kind of dark and gritty sort of aspect to it, which is really dope. Really nice accompaniment too. A really cool kind of like synth pad that you got going on, as well as like this like nice arpeggio. Yeah, overall just really solid sound selection and sound design. The vocal is very well done. It definitely follows that really nice rhythm, stays in the pocket. Overall, very solid arrangement from start to finish. It didn't get boring or loopy or monotonous at any point. The low end is very thick, very heavy, both with the kick and the sub. I love the breakdown. Really nice respace. I'm a big fan of respaces. And then you have like this kind of like, you have this vocal kind of just like almost repeating. But it's nice that you have this processing on it because it kind of pushes it into the back of the mix, which is really nice. And then, yeah, the second verse is super dope. It sounds like it's a different vocalist, but it's equally as well processed, and the delivery is just as fantastic as the first verse. Overall, I have nothing bad to say about this. I think it's just fantastic, really well produced, really well written from start to finish. Yeah, good job, Drug Knox. Really sick tune. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. All right, Duskwick. Zasher is here. Okay, and then we got a tune from Duskwick. All right, let's give this one from Zasher a listen.
try and kick back, it's that. Yo, they see intel, all of that. Wanna come round me, yeah, wanna kick that. Little one-liners, liners, yeah, I know they can take that. Let me just wait for the next drop, wait. Flip that, wanna step back. Wanna come around, try and kick back, it's that. Wow, you must still running this code in this house. You getting funny, I know they were about. Flip that, wanna step back. Wanna come around, try and kick back, it's that. Wow, you must still running this code in this house. You getting funny, I know they were about. Step back, wanna come around, try and kick back, it's that. Yo, they see intel, all of that, wanna come round me, yeah, wanna kick that. Little one-liners, yeah, I know they can take that. Let me just wait for the next drop, wait. Flip that, with a step back, wanna come around, try and kick back, it's that. Wow, you must still running this code in this house. You getting funny, I know they were about. Step back, wanna come around, try and kick back, it's that. Wow, you must still running this code in this house. You getting funny, I know they were about.
Nice one. Dude, what a fucking thickie of a tune. Yeah, very well done. Really dig this tune. Really dig the bass line. Very solid groove. Really cool vocal. Let's go with my notes here. Really nice intro. Love the drum sounds and the bass line groove. Really, really deep sub here. I think the mix down is very clean as well. Really nice vocal. I think it fits really well in the mix and the kind of overall vibe that you got going on here. Really nice tension in the build. Sick drop. I love the sound design. Really good like call response stuff that you got going on. The sound design kind of interplayed with that vocal, kind of going back and forth, which is really dope. Very nice variations and fills. Overall, very solid arrangement. I think it was a really, really nice flow. Very easy listening from start to finish. I think I did a good job of adding in effects. Actually, I'm closing submission, so I'm sorry. But I'm here next Monday if you want to join next week. You can join the Discord because I'll make the announcement in there. But I do this every Monday, same time, same place. Super solid arrangement. Love this breakbeat section. I'm a sucker for breakbeats. I really think that's a really nice addition there. Really nice effects. And then I really dig this change up on the second drop. You do like a little quick fake out, but then you kind of just like immediately dive back into things. Overall, I don't think you need to do anything else to this track. I think it's absolutely done. I think you could start sending this out either to labels or self-release or whatever you got to do. I think this is both playable and streamable. Good job, Zasher. This is a banger of a tune here. All right. We got two more here. We got Duskwick and then Astral Iris. You guys still here? Duskwick, Astral Iris. Okay. All right. You guys are going to be the last two, and then I'm going to call it quits.
I
Crush on you, darling, don't make me wonder. It would be a bummer if you left here sobbing. Above a dear path where I lay in the summer. Come around back, we can watch stars under. By literally change her face, hit the color. It wasn't what I wanted, what I got, tough lover. Grass grows gray, betrayed and you suffer. Vow, Lotus came along, rain, thunder. Evergreen, I never felt this clear. Stress too free. I can't feel the need to feel despair. Oh, Crush on you, darling, don't make me wonder. It would be a bummer if you left here sobbing. Above a dear path where I lay in the summer. Come around back, we can watch stars under. By literally change her face, hit the color. It wasn't what I wanted, what I got, tough lover. Grass grows gray, betrayed and you suffer. Vow, Lotus came along, rain, thunder.
Nice. Kind of like an abrupt ending. I feel it feels like you're kind of still kind of flushing this idea out and kind of developing it further. But I really dig what you got going on so far. Really nice instrumentation. The guitar is lovely. Also, good job with the vocal and the drums. From an arrangement standpoint, I didn't have any issue with anything. I think it has a really nice kind of flow to it. You have like this kind of like really long sort of like breakdown bridge section. But I didn't think there was anything necessarily wrong with that. You have a lot more kind of experimental freedom with kind of like alternative and indie rock kind of stuff. But yeah, I think it's a really cool idea. I think for me, my only piece of feedback is mixing stuff. The vocal was a little hard to understand, so I think what I would probably do from a mixing standpoint is I would probably shave off some more of the lows and kind of brighten up the highs a little bit more. Also, the vocal has a little bit too much reverb on it, so instead of putting the reverb directly on the vocal, I would probably do it in parallel, like on a return track. Just so that we get a little bit of like a dry, wet, clean, and we get like a clean signal as well as a little bit more of that wet reverb signal too. So a little bit of both. And yeah, definitely brighten up that vocal a little bit more. I would probably add some like compression and saturation, kind of boost it up a little bit more. Same thing goes for the kick and the snare. I think the kick and the snare are nice, but they're kind of like dug in underneath the rest of the mix, so you kind of don't hear them as much. So yeah, I would probably do some parallel compression on those drums, both the kick and the snare, so you kind of bring them out a little bit more. But yeah, it feels like you're still kind of flushing out this idea because it kind of ends very abruptly at the end here. So yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. I think primarily the only thing that I think is kind of just like lacking is the mix down. Everything else, I think you're on a really good path and you're kind of doing a good job with a lot of the instrumentation and melodic type of stuff. So yeah, good job, Duskwick. Hell yeah. All right. This is going to be our last one of the night. No problem, man. Happy to help. Austral Iris, are you here in the chat? It's our last one of the night. Let's go. All right. Nice. Dude, that was fucking sick. That was epic. It almost feels like it should be like in a video game or something, or like a movie about video games. Like Ready Player One or something, you know? Yeah, super sick. Very, very nice sound selection, sound design. The intro is very sick, very epic. Love the breakdown build. I put here really clean for how big that low end and those saws are. Very sick drop. I love the low end. Really cool, glitchy sound design. The vocal is very minimal, but it definitely adds like a nice little like kind of character and flavor to this beat overall. The kick and snare are very nice. They definitely cut through the mix, which is definitely what you want. Some very nice fills and variations. Definitely did a good job keeping things interesting. I guess my only piece of feedback is that this track feels very short. I was basically expecting this to kind of go longer and go into like a second drop, because that kind of feels or sounds like what it's gonna do, but it kind of gets cut off right here at the 2:46 mark. It almost feels like it's gonna break down again and then build up and then go into like a second more epic drop, which is what I'm hope you're gonna do, because it almost feels like it needs more resolution. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much my only piece of feedback. I think this is fantastic from start to finish, and I think that's kind of, telling. It basically is like, it makes me want more, which is actually like a good thing. I would definitely, consider kind of making this longer, for sure, because I think it definitely kind of warrants a more developed out arrangement. But yeah, this is fantastic. From start to finish. Good job, Austral Iris. Hell yeah. All right. Yeah, so that's going to be the last tune of the night here. Thanks to everybody who joined the stream tonight, submitted tunes. Follow me on all the things. Follow the label. Join the Discord. I am here every Monday. Same time, same place. So yeah, you guys can join anytime you guys need an extra pair of ears on your tunes. I got some music coming up. I got some shows coming up. But yeah, I will see you guys next week. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Monday night, and I hope you guys